What's going on, guys, and welcome to Let's Play Runescape episode 20. And a couple of videos ago on my God Wars trip, I actually got an elite clue scroll. And last time I got one of these, I just dropped it on video and I thought, you know, clues suck. And I was reading through your comments and you guys went crazy. It was like I dropped a Santa hat or something. So I thought I must be missing something. These clues must be a gold mine. So I took the time to do this clue, and here's how I got on. First of all, I got to say a huge thanks to my friend God Swordplay, and this was my first clue scroll I've ever done, ever. So I had no idea how to do them, so he helped me out a lot, especially with the puzzles and things. So for the first part, it said it would only work in Keldagrim, so I took the shortcut from the GE. It took me in this little cart thing. Whee! And then I had to run around Keldagrim and spam click while trying to find the area that'll tell me when I'm within 11 paces of it. I eventually found it around the back and realised I needed a spade and I didn't have one in my tool belt. So I came back and I dug there and found a little puzzle scroll box. And when I opened it, I found a dragon puzzle. And I was completely bewildered by this puzzle. I'm the kind of guy that would pay, when I did the Apatol quest, I would pay to get rid of the puzzle even if the money was pretty much my bank at the time. But my friend told me a pretty good tactic where you do each row at a time, so you do the first 3 rows just a row at a time and get all those right, and then you're left with the bottom 2 rows, and in the bottom 2 rows you work from your left to the right, doing each 2 squares. And there's the finished picture, and I got another clue from that has one of those dials that just spins round and round, and the reason it does this is because I'm underground, so you have to go above ground on Runescape to make it stay still. So I grabbed every teleport I could think of, because I'm going to be teleporting around Runescape and seeing. A good way is to teleport somewhere and see how sensitive it is, so you can tell if it's close or not. So the first place I went was Ardy, and it looked quite sensitive when I was running. So I decided to go check it out, and it was just next to the Legends Guild. So when I dug there, I got another puzzle, and I remember looking at this thinking, what the hell is that? But after watching a guide, I realised mine is pretty much all complete. I only needed to do one more ring. So all I had to do was just rotate that grey one until it found its way, because the other 2 were already completely done for me. And I got another directional clue. So I headed to Falador, and I didn't really expect it to lead me anywhere in a city, because you can't really dig in a city. And when I dug there, a little Guthix wizard appeared, and he wasn't too hard to kill, he was pretty easy. I probably should have prayed mage, because I think I panicked a little bit when he hit me. But I got another scroll box and another clue from that, which took me all the way back to Keldagrim. This time the puzzle was over the bridge in the west side of the city. And when I dug there, I got another little Zamorak wizard to kill, which wasn't too bad. After that I had a directional clue, so I decided to teleport to Camelot first. And you'll see the arrows moving slightly, so I figured it would be over the water, more near Falador, so I teleported there. And the magic spot just turned out to be just above the rocks here. And I got another one of these mind-boggling puzzles, but this one wasn't quite as complete for me. And the tactic for doing these was to choose one of them that you're going to use as your primary ring. One band, I chose the red one, and on that band you have to find a rune. There's only one of that rune in that band, so I chose the mud rune. And then what you'd have to do is completely rotate it around and see if anything completes. And if not, you'll rotate the grey one once, and then you'll go all the way around on the red one again and see if anything completes there. Then if there doesn't, you go along one more on the grey one. And it basically is just a systematic way of doing it. Or bulking, in other words. I guess you could just look at it, if you're really, really clever, you could just look at it and see. But I just thought I'd do it a bit easier. So my next clue took me to Varrock, and it was somewhere inside the city walls, so I had a quick run around the city. And just next to the cages where you throw tomatoes at people that got stuck in random events, I got a casket and my last little puzzle. So after spending 26 years bulking this one as well, here's my reward! I got 50 nature runes, 9 anti-poison plus as a crystal key, 9 super restores, and 70 Guthix arrows, which came to a total of just over 200k. All in all, the clue took me just over an hour, which isn't a very good time because it was my first clue. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. But yeah, this is kind of why I don't do clues.